1240 AM, 96.9 FM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Now live at the showroom of Keith LaGrange, Tony Walls and head coach Pete Wiggins giving you the inside scoop on Callaway Cavalier football.
Well, good morning once again, everyone. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway edition, live from the Kia Motors showroom here in LaGrange. My name is Tony Walls, and I'm joined once again every week as I am by Coach Pete Wiggins. And this morning we're going to talk about last night's game against the Golden Hawks of Washington County. Callaway's season came to an end last night in the second round of playoffs. Final score was 28 to nothing, Washington County. And Pete. Never were able to get anything going offensively. Defensively played really pretty well. I thought, when you look at the score, it doesn't sound like it, but this is a team that was averaging 40-something, 46 points a game. Callaway got down 21-0 early in the second, and really did a good job, continued to fight, continued to compete. We just weren't able to get anything going offensively, and that's a credit to Washington County. They were as advertised.
Well, they got a great defense, obviously, that kept our offense intact. But overall, it was a great season for us. I was proud for the kids. 10-2, a lot of positives to look at throughout the year. Overcome a lot of adversity through the season, and just really proud for our group of seniors. Had 9 seniors, and to finish 9-2, region champs, first year in AAA. Again, great season for our kids and our coaching staff. But
don't sell yourself short. Now you were 10-2, so you like to have been 11-1, but that you don't. Those 10 wins, that's nothing to sneeze at, Pete.
Well, talking about last night's game, defensively, I do feel like we played pretty well. Their scores came on pretty short fields. They were able to win the field position battle early, and really took advantage of it. But our defense really played a pretty physical ball game, and we just weren't able to take advantage of a few opportunities offensively. And like you said, credit to Washington County. I mean, they played us really well, and we just couldn't get anything going from an offensive standpoint. And our defense was on the field a lot, but the kids played hard, and really proud of the effort throughout the game.
And that's all you can ask for, Pete. The kids continued to compete, and right up to the last, till the horn sounded, and got to be proud of their effort. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about your seniors, Pete. I know we like to focus on the last show of the year on the seniors and try to mention them and what they've meant to the program, and talk a little bit about your off-season program and those types of things. So you're listening to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway edition, on Eagle Sports.
Right now for Turkey with a Test Drive. Now featuring the stylish 2013 Kia Sportage. A solid build but unbelievably bargain price SUV starting only $18,900. The Sportage stands out in the crowd with lower starting price and better highway MPGs than the Honda CR-V, Ford Escape, and Toyota RAV4s. Plus, the Sportage has almost twice the warranty of those brands, carrying Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. KiaLaGrange.com helps support your local economy.
Turkey while supplies last. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is just seconds from Highland Marina, this 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home at hardwood flooring, a spacious master, and the property joins the core property. And it's only $189,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home list with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000. Or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
I'm in a state of caffeination, got all my fingers shaking. Must have been my large Americano, mochaccino, macchiato. Now the family's gone to bed, that's my favorite time to get some tips on better rates. 'Cause my State Farm guy answers late, and even when it's not my agent, someone's standing by so patient. Getting coverage questions answered helps me to relax. Get to a better State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway edition on the Eagle Sports Network. You're listening to head coach Pete Wiggins, and my name is Tony Walls, and we were just talking about last night's game against Washington County, where the final score was Washington County 28, Callaway 0, and Callaway ended their season 10-2, region champions, and as Coach Wiggins said before the break, nothing to sneeze at. Very proud of the kids, the way they continue to compete and play, and Pete's over here scratching down some names where he won't forget everybody. He's making his notes over here, and he's doing a great job under pressure here. For those of you watching on the live stream, you can see him. He's really sweating over here as he jots down all of his notes. But you know, Pete, before the break, we'll try to focus on our last show of the season on the seniors who meant so much to the program over the last 4 years. Well, not just 4, but all the way through from the 9th grade, from the JV middle school all the way up.
Well, we got 9 seniors, and I want to mention their names. I do have them listed right here on my Dairy Queen napkin. Anyway, Cortez Leonard, our free safety, also played fullback, tailback for us. Had a great season. A real physical kid, and I was real proud of him. Moose DeLoach. Moose we've got 3 kids that lettered all 4 years and have been with us all 4 years, and he's one of them. He was our tackle on offense, played some defensive end throughout the season. Josh Emery, a guard / linebacker. Most of his starts came at on the offensive line at left guard, and Robert Naranjo, we call him Banjo. He played on the offensive and defensive line. Wilson Boom Lindsay. Boom played cornerback, tailback, some kickoff return for us throughout his career at Callaway. Kel Kyle's outside linebacker for us, put him at safety some on defense. Andrew Dodge, an offense and defensive lineman. Red Williams was a defensive tackle for us, started there for 2 years. Red had a big game last night. He played really well, and you know, for a kid that weighs 175 pounds to play on the defensive line, it tells you he's a pretty tough kid. But Tay Robinson, offense, defensive lineman. Tay played several snaps last night on the offensive line, and when we got in the gym, had a couple of kids get hurt, and he had to come in and play, and he also played on the defensive line. But you know, as far as 4-year guys, Moose DeLoach, Josh Emery, Red Williams, those are the 3. And you know, I told them this week at practice, I was talking to the seniors, and yeah, you know, 4 years ago as a coach, you always look ahead, and you look at your freshman class, you look at your sophomore class, and I remember back when that we were looking at the end of the year, and we knew that we only got three kids that finished the season as freshmen. This was a really small class. It's the smallest class we've had in a long time, and those 3 guys were it back then. And we were really, you know, 3 or 4 years ago this season, we were kind of scratching our head about just out of pure numbers, but to finish up, you know, 10-2, it's just a good testimony for not only those seniors that you know, that worked hard and excuse me, that worked hard, but also our underclassmen. You know, got a lot of great underclassmen, and that have really contributed to our program. But to finish 10-2, win the region championship in the first year in AAA, you know, our JV team went 7-0 this year, and I want to throw out our middle school also went 6-0. So, you know, there's a lot of great things going on. I know, obviously, last night I told the kids there's not a worse feeling than than losing a football game, because you spend so much time on the field and with each other and working in the weight room and at practice, and when you come up a little short like we did last night, it's frustrating, and it's hard to overcome. But I was tell the kids, you got to learn from it, and hopefully they can do that and look back on the positive things, because there's a whole lot of them.
And you're right, Pete. It's one of those things. Nobody likes to lose, but it's one of those things that you have to learn how to do, because you're not going to win every time you go out. You're not going to be successful every time you go out, and how you handle that, and how you handle that is going to be in your DNA. It's going to be what you grow up to be when you go to work and things don't go well. Like for instance, in the coaching.
That's right.
You got to learn how to handle that. So, but Pete, one positive there, and we'll talk about this after the break. You mentioned your seniors, but you also mentioned some of those underclassmen. Mm-hmm. One of those being Keyshawn Freeman, who had a big game last night. We'll talk a little bit more about the future of Callaway after we come back from this break. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway edition, on Eagle Sports.
Into Kia of LaGrange right now for Turkey with a Test Drive. Now featuring the Stylish 2013 Kia Sportage. A solid build, but unbelievably bargain price SUV starting only $18,900.
You notice the
a crowd with its lower starting price and better highway MPGs in the Honda CR-V, Ford Escape, and Toyota RAV4. Plus, the Sportage has almost twice the warranty of those brands. Carrying Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. KiaLaGrange.com helps support your local economy.
Turkeys while supplies last. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Attention all Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Harry Prather, Holmes Pharmacy, has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closing, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's featured listing is a secluded 2-acre lot on Deer Point Road in LaGrange. Well-maintained home.
1212.
And a wired workshop for only $89,900. You want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch? Call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch. And check them out on the web.
State of denial is a drag and a trial. When I bought my cheap insurance, should have known this day would come. Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm Agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange.
Yeah, welcome back here to Saturday Morning Quarterback Callaway edition right here, and we are waiting on our Chick-fil-A biscuits to get here shortly, so we'll enjoy some breakfast and lick our wounds a little bit. But it's been a great football season. A lot of positive things happen all the way around for all the teams in our area, and of course we're looking forward to next year already. And I know that you probably with me. I want to thank Callaway and Coach Wiggins and Tony and all the fun folks there at Callaway, from the band to the cheerleaders to everybody else that helped make that program go. And we've had a blast just kind of hanging around and watching it happen.
No doubt, very proud of the Cavaliers. What a great year. Like I say, still got a young ball team. Listening since I was running late on the way in at the middle school, and the JV team went undefeated. So a lot of great things to come for the Cavaliers. Again, want to thank Coach Wiggins, thank Tony Walls. It's a great privilege to be here on Saturday and just to get to hang out with them for a little while. Again, we want to thank Eagle for all y'all do for the local sports. We talked about it last week. I know it's a frantic Friday nights. I see you come in a lot of Saturday mornings, still sleepy, and have all of the coaches shows. again, we just very proud to be a small part of it right here at Kia of LaGrange. Hats off to all the local teams, and again, congratulations to the Cavs.
There you go. I tell you, we could not have a better facility to have Saturday morning quarterback right here in the showroom of Kia of LaGrange, and we're happy to be here and be a part of it. All right, back to you, Tony.
Thank you, Coleman. We appreciate it, and we need to echo Kurt Snyder's sentiments. Coleman, we appreciate what you guys do, along with Brett and Josh and everybody back at the station there, and of course our Friday night crew, Greg Hicks and Jack Mormon and myself. We've had a ball this year too, and we really enjoyed Friday night football and with the Cavaliers, and of course we did the Troop High Tigers, and so we've had a good time this year, and we can't thank our sponsors enough. Kia of LaGrange, Chick-fil-A here on Lafayette Parkway. You guys that have been kind enough to watch us live on the streaming on Eagle 102.3, of course here in WLAG 96.9, 1240 AM, WELR 102.3. So again, we appreciate everything that everybody's done for us and in helping promote Callaway athletics. And Pete, before the break, we talked about a lot of your seniors, and a lot of big names, a lot of kids, a lot of leadership that'll be missed. But the cupboard is not bare. So some of those underclassmen that'll be back next year. One of them who had a big game defensively last night was number 15, Keyshawn Freeman.
Well, Keyshawn, talk about him a little bit. Before I do want to mention some of those underclassmen's names. But, Keyshawn, he played a great ball game last night, and he didn't come off the field. He plays every special team. He plays tight end, did a great job at blocking last night. But defensively, he ran to the ball really well. But just to mention some of the things, just to talk about him a little bit, he's in the top. I think he's in the top 5% of his class with his GPA, and he's a great kid, not only a football player, but an academic kid. And I was telling you on the way in, last week received a Captain in the Community Award from the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first time we ever had a kid receive that award. It's a great honor, and he 3 weeks ago got chosen for the Rising Senior Game. I think there's 80 kids in the state of Georgia that's got that opportunity to play in that game, and also a couple weeks ago was chosen by troop leadership to spend a week in Washington D.C. Next summer, all expense paid, and so a lot of big bullet points by Keyshawn Freeman's name, and I could keep on, but I want to get some other names mentioned. But I also would like to thank Keyshawn's mom and daddy. They sure helped me out a lot with getting our kids fed and a lot of little things behind the scenes. But I want to talk about our Thanksgiving meal before we get off there.
Go ahead.
But this week we on Thanksgiving Day of course we had about an hour hour-long practice, and after that we had a cookout, and not really your traditional meal as far as turkey and ham, but I'd really like to say thank you to my daddy, but I'm sure he's listening right now. He's probably setting up the barn.
The Ranburn Breakfast Club over there.
Yeah. But he came down, and we cooked Daddy and Big Daddy Parks, as I called him, Coach Parks, and Mr. Freeman. They were at the school about 7:30 a.m. Thursday morning, firing up the grills, and I think we cooked 340 pieces of chicken and 100 pork chops, and we had mac and cheese and green beans and desserts and all kind of stuff. And anyways, just a great it was a great week, great day for us there. And you look back on, obviously it hurts to lose, and it's frustrating, but you look back on some little things that'll make you grin a little bit, and a lot of positives came from that week. You see the kids, and I think they enjoyed it, and I know the coaches did, and that was real positive for us. But I want to talk about our underclassmen a little bit. Switch back to that. We mentioned a few minutes ago, Keyshawn and Tez Parks, our quarterback. He's a junior. He effort was unbelievable last night. He had, it was frustrating, but he had a good defense we were facing too. Had some frustrating plays, but their defensive line was giving him fits as well. But Terry Godwin, he's a sophomore, made plays for us all year. Plays both ways, on all the special teams, a lot like Keyshawn Freeman. Petey Leverett, a junior, receiver, plays some DB for us. Jalen Allen, he and Keyshawn kind of take turns at tight end, but Jalen plays it. He's a starting defensive end for us. Deion Smith, another starting defensive end. Nooney Anderson actually came in, but he played a lot of plays last night, and he's really progressed throughout the season.
Yeah, I agree with you, Pete. He's making some progress.
Really proud of him, and this was his first year playing football. And he's a good-looking kid. He's a big kid, and we're real proud of him last night. Deion Bray started for us on the defensive line, that defensive tackle. I mentioned Keyshawn. LeBron's LeBron's. I tell you, if there's a kid, he's the biggest hearted kid we got, I think. And he went through some battles this year. His little brother's having some difficult times, and I know it weighs on him and his family. And
that's a great story in itself, right there.
It is,
really
and,
is.
Our thoughts go out with old LeBron's every day, and he still battles. I know his brother's battling that every day, and that's a tough situation. But to his credit, he keeps his head high, and he keeps on trucking.
Mm-hmm.
So I mentioned T. Godwin, Tez Parks, Eddie Culpepper. Eddie's been our starting tailback all year. He played outside linebacker for us. Done a great job there. Devin Powell turned his ankle over in the second quarter last night and had to come out. He didn't get to play anymore, but Powell, he's a sophomore, and he's been real steady for us at guard, and he's a tough kid. And old Powell had a tough year. He lost his dad early over the summer to cancer, and his daddy was always at practice every day, and I'll never forget him, and he was always tough on him. But anyway, old Powell, he's a great kid, old hard-nosed kid, and I love him to death. But Josh Williams is our starting center. He's another sophomore. He's played really well for us. Dre Martin's a freshman, started for us all year at outside linebacker. Little Ross, Devon Ross, was a fullback. He's a junior. Chase Freeman, our punter. Hunter Milliman is going to be a really special kicker down the road too. And those both good kids right there, underclassmen. Jet Snellings has played a lot of snaps for us. Jet's a sophomore. Just got a lot of, and I'm sure I'm going to leave some names out, but there's a lot of underclassmen that have really contributed to our season. Not to mention those seniors that I talked about earlier. So a lot of good things coming, and I'm real excited about it.
I know you are. You ready to get back at it? We're going to take another break here and throw it back to Britt in the station. When we come back, we're going to wrap up the show and say our goodbyes and thank everybody that we can for the experience this year. So. Get that last cup of coffee or warm up the one you got back now, and come on back and join us here on Eagle Sports for the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway edition.
Now for Turkey with a Test Drive. Now featuring the stylish 2013 Kia Sportage. A solid build but unbelievably bargain priced SUV starting only $18,900. The Sportage stands out in the crowd with its lower starting price and better highway MPGs than the Honda CR-V, Ford Escape, and Toyota RAV4. Plus, the Sportage has almost twice the warranty of those brands, carrying Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. KiaLaGrange.com helps support your local economy.
Turkeys while supplies last. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is just seconds from Highland Marina. This 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home has hardwood flooring, a spacious master, and the property joins the core property, and it's only $189,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
I'm in a state of caffeination, got all my fingers shaking. Must have been my large Americano, mochaccino, macchiato. Now the family's gone to bed, and that's my favorite time to get some tips on better rates. Cause my State Farm guy answers late, and even when it's not my agent, someone's standing by, so patient. Getting coverage questions answered helps me to relax. To a better State Farm.
Call State Farm Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway edition. And Pete, we got about 5 minutes left in this show in the season, and I know there's a lot of people to thank, and so let's get right to it.
Well, I'd like to thank Philip Richardson for our sound this year, Mr. Brumbelow for running that matrix board. Means a lot to our kids to get to hear and see those things on the video. Mr. Brandon Brooks for the announcing of the game. I again like to thank you as always, Mr. Walls, Coleman, and the whole crew that cover our game. It means a whole lot to us. I'd like to thank Dr. Greer. She means so much to our football program and to our school, and I just really appreciate all the work that she puts in toward Callaway High School, and she has made a tremendous difference in our school. And again, just thank her for everything.
Couple days off now, Pete. And a couple days off, then you crank it back up again.
We won't be off too long. You know, if you sit down too long, somebody else will get ahead of you. So you know you got to keep plugging. But
well, you forget as an AD, also as an AD, you have other responsibilities too. So your plate's pretty full, isn't it, Pete?
It stays pretty full, but you know, I enjoy it. But again, we'd like to thank Chick-fil-A. Those biscuits are sure looking good.
Yeah,
Here comes everybody.
Yeah, Kia sales meeting just let out, and it looks like a bunch of ants heading to a feeding over here as they head to these biscuits over here. But I don't blame them. They don't last long over here. But go ahead, Pete.
Well, again, I want to go back to you know, our season. I'm really proud of our kids, our coaching staff. I'm not going to try to mention them all, but you know, Coach Hubbard, Coach Napier, Coach Wall, Coach Summerlin. I may try to mention them all. Coach Donay, Coach Sheriff, Coach Deano Martin, Coach Hayes, Big Daddy Parks, Coach Donay, you know, all those, Coach Wall on the offensive line, Coach Summerlin with our special teams. All those guys are just, they really work hard and they're dedicated to our school, and they mean a whole lot to me. And I'm extremely fortunate as a head coach to have guys like that surrounding me, and you know, it makes a huge difference, and it makes my job so much easier, and to have great people like that on the staff.
Well, and you know, Pete, around this time of year, of course, being Thanksgiving and everything, you sit back and you look at all the blessings that you do have. And I was thinking on the way over here, I said, okay, now Tony, with everything you have and everything you've been able to experience with family and health and those types of things, what are you thankful for? And I'm thinking, well, you know what? I'm thankful for high school football, Pete, and I'm thankful for college football, among other things. And I'm thankful that Callaway High School in particular has a coach like you and a coaching staff that has been around and cares so much about the kids, not only on the field but off the field. I'm thankful for the program at Callaway. I've been fortunate enough to be around since we cut the first tree across the street from the house in 1996, and I've seen it develop, Pete, and it's awfully rewarding to see the blessings that God has bestowed on us at Callaway High School, the people He's brought into our lives, people that are not with us now that have gone on and to be with Him, and the people that are still there, and that will continue. I think God has blessed our school, and I'm so thankful for that.
Well, I again, it just, you know, you're talking about people from the past. I can't mention all the names, but I got a text message from Darrell Walker last night. You remember
Oh, yes,
D.
sir.
Walker?
Yeah,
he went and played at Georgia Southern, and he sent me a text at about 12 o'clock last night. Said, "I'm proud to be a Cavalier," and it gives me chills.
Sure, it does.
It means a whole lot to me, and you know, the longer we're around, you see these kids grow up, and they mean a whole lot to you. And they're not just Darrell, just there's a bunch of them. And I've got a lot of calls this week, and a lot of kids come by to see us, and it means a whole lot to see these guys. I mean, obviously football's we certainly enjoy it, and that's what I do. But you also like to see these kids grow up and come back and
No
just
doubt.
be successful. It means a whole lot to us.
No doubt, Pete, and part of those lessons are learned from that coaching staff, and to have those kids come back and say something, I'm sure it's awfully special to you guys. Well, Pete, as usual, it's been my pleasure, my friend. You guys that are watching us on Eagle Sports, if you get I don't know if you want this to be your lasting impression of me and Wiggins, but this is what we do. We're going to have a biscuit on camera, and we want to thank you for joining us the entire year. We want to thank Kia, Chick-fil-A, and Coleman, of course, at Eagle 102. So until next year, this is your last image of Coach Wiggins and I until next year. You guys, again, we appreciate it. We'll see you next year on the Eagle Sports Network on Callaway High School Football Saturday Morning Quarterback Show.